guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Malia J, and today's video is another product review. So if you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Malia J. My channel is full of makeup tutorials, product reviews, lifestyle, fashion, everything girl. So go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. So in today's video we're going to be reviewing the newest Beauty of Color Cosmetics palette. Now I have used the previous palette, which is the Melanin Treasure that they came out with last year. I have used that to create a look. I created a holiday inspired look, which is up on my YouTube channel, so I will link it in the description box below. But if you are following me on Instagram, you know a lot about this company and the palette and the Melanin Treasure palette. You'd have seen swatches, you'd have seen Instagram go wild with it. Now Beauty of Color Cosmetics is a black owned cosmetics brand, indie as well, so everything that they do, they're doing it for themselves. They're not affiliated with any big known brand. That's really what indie means. It's an individual brand, and I am really impressed with the quality that they've been coming out with. The quality of their first palette was peng, and now the quality of the second palette, I have used it, so I kind of already have an opinion about it. But obviously you guys haven't seen the palette, you haven't seen the swatches, and we're gonna go ahead and create a look using that palette. But before we get into it, I'm just going to quickly show you what the first palette was. So last year they came out with a Melanin Treasure palette, and the reason why I really love this palette is that the palette itself just celebrates women of color. It's called Melanin Treasure. It's got beautiful black women, women of color on the unicorn, which celebrates melanin. It celebrates everything that just makes us black and beautiful. We know last year was a bit rocky for us, and still parts of this year, but last year was really bad. So this palette came right in time, and the colors in there can work for any skin tone, but I love the fact that women of color are celebrated on the unicorn. So that is what it looks like. Swatches and tutorial, everything, I will link it in the description box below, just in case you want to catch up. Now the reason why I'm mentioning this palette is because the newest palette is like a sister palette to it, and it's called the Beauty of Color palette, and I will show you what the unicorn looks like. So this is what it looks like. And this time you've got women of color, you've got a Caucasian woman. So this is girl power, this is women empowerment. So this is celebrating all skin tones, skin types, skin earthing. We're all women, we're all strong individuals, and this palette celebrates that. I love the color combination in this palette, which you're going to see in a minute, and the palette itself, the unicorn and everything, really does celebrate that. So when you go ahead and open the palette, you've got the same design, just a slightly different color. So this is the unicorn and this is the palette. So the unicorn has like darker greens in the background, and then you've got the palette. The palette itself is like a matte finish. It is card, which is alright for me. You've got all of the ingredients at the back. It is cruelty free. It will last you 12 months after opening. It's recyclable, and it is formulated without parabens. It's formulated without mineral oil, without gluten, and everything is just written at the back. So if you're interested in that, definitely check that out. And when you open the Girl Power palette, excuse the way it looks, because obviously I have swatched it and I have used it in a couple of looks. This is what it looks like. You do have a film, which I always never find that. I always chuck it away. And then you've got all these shades. All the shade names, which you've got Winnie, Janelle, Lupita, Chimamanda, Carrie, Isa, Rama, Amra, Victoria, Ina, Carmen, and Imani. Hope I didn't butcher any of those names. All those names are inspired by the creator's women crushes. So people, queens that inspire her, that she loves. I know Chimamanda, I know that one, but I don't know the rest of them. I know Lupita and maybe Victoria. But anyway, these are the women that inspire her, and I am absolutely living for it. So you know that all the names came from strong, influential women that have had some sort of impact on the creator's life, which is brilliant. Positive impact. So I really love that. The color selection as well, you can see you can view the color story either this way or this way. I've been looking at the color story this way, which then gives you like the purple story, the green story, the brown and yellow goldish green story, and then you've got the blue red story, and you've basically got 8 matte shades and 4 metallic shades. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch them for you guys, and then we're going to talk about the formula before we get into the look. So on the first roll you've got Winnie, which is the blue color, you've got Janelle, which is a brown color, you've got Lupita, which is a green color, and you've got Chimamanda, which is a purple color. Now the purple is slightly drier, all 4 shades now all 4 shades are matte, but the purple is slightly drier. I have noticed that with most purple formulas, if they're matte shades, they're notoriously hard to get and they're slightly a drier formula, but it doesn't impact on the pigmentation, as you can see. Now all these swatches, except for Janelle, are swatched twice just to give it its pigment, but I'm really impressed with how they all look. Very pigmented shades, as you can clearly see, and will blend out like a dream. Now Winnie, Janelle and Lupita are softer mattes and they feel nicer on the skin, and I am really excited to use them. So yeah. Now on the second row you've got Kerry, which is the red shade, you've got Aisa, you've got Rama, and you've got Amra, which is a black shade. Now the black shade doesn't swatch as intensely. I did have to pack that on a little bit, but it's more of like a drier matte formula. Rama as well didn't swatch too intensely, it's more of a drier green formula, but Isa and Kerry were buttery and like a dream. It is worth noting that I don't have any primer or anything on my arms, so they are swatching true to shade, but will look more intense when used with a primer and probably when used on my eyes. So never rely on swatches, guys. That's basically the gist of it. But this is the second roll. Hope you guys can see. And the last row is a metallic roll, and you've got Victoria, Ina, Carmen, and Imani. I'm really crap at names, I'm so sorry. But this is metallic shades and they're all one swipe. Basically one swipe, peeps. Like the pigment of this palette is insane. So these are the swatches. I do have proper swatches on my Instagram, which I can link down below. You can just check me out at MediaJ if you want to see proper swatches. But I thought I'd swatch a lot for you guys before we get into the look. But yeah, so far I am in love. So let's get to it. So my skin's already prepped. I'm gonna go ahead and do my foundation because I normally do all that anyway, and I'll probably do one eye off camera just so I can get an idea of what look I want to create, because I have played with this palette and I have done 1 or 2 looks with it already. So I want to make sure that the colors that I'm using are colors that I haven't used, so that my impression and my review can be fully using them, just because I wouldn't have experienced them. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead, shut up, do my foundation, come back with one eye done, and we'll talk about the second eye together. I'm actually really excited about what I created. Are you guys ready? You ready? Bam! This is it, nice and deep. So let's do it. And as you guys can see, there's hardly any fallout on my face, so let's go. So obviously we're gonna give every single palette its own way of shining. So we're gonna use the P. Louise base, let's be fair. So I'm gonna go ahead and pack that on my lid. And I'm using a flat brush to do this, and this flat brush is from Shop Miss A, the $1 store online. Everything is $1, well most things are $1, and their brushes are amazing. Now I'm going to go into the palette and I'm going to use Lupita. So I'm going to use Lupita. I'm going to apply that to my crease and really blend that in. And I'm going to do that in a patting motion, and I'm going to use a small brush, one that I can control, and this one is from Le Page Trends, and I'm basically just starting at the outer corner. I'm not trying to create a V, I'm more doing it in a circular motion, and I'm just patting it in first, because when you're working with the P. Louise base, you can't drag the eyeshadow at first. You need to kind of pack it on, or else you will have some patches. And as you guys can see, the shade is super pigmented, and I'm literally just using a little bit at a time so that I can control the amount of impact it's having. And that's part of why I use a small brush to do this step. Now that's packed on, I'm going to go ahead and apply another shade just slightly below the green, and I'm going to go in with Weenie. Weenie is the blue shade, and I'm going to start packing that again in the crease. Not swiping yet, I'm just packing at the moment, and just like the green shade, I'll start from the edge and just start packing it in. So we're trying to build the intensity, and as you guys can see, they both layer beautifully. Beautifully. I'm going to go back with Lupita, and I'm just going to blend just ever so gently the edge of the green. Just ever so gently, because I don't want it to be harsh, but I don't want it to be too blended as well. Just ever so gently. Don't worry if you take it too high up. You can use a bit of concealer like I did there to kind of clean it up. Next, I'm going to go even lower than the blue and start deepening the crease, and this is where you start blending. So I'm going to use Chimamanda, which is the purple shade, and the tiniest bit of Amra, and I will tap into Rama as well. So I'm going to use all three shades, and basically what you're trying to do is trying to build the depth in there. So I like to interchange between all three, but I will start with Chimamanda, which is the purple shade, and I'm using the Morphe M412 brush. And what I'm doing is I'm finding the socket of my eye, I'm popping the brush in there, then I'm blending. And I'm just looking normally so that the socket is there, and I'm just blending in. And just from that one, you can see how it's getting darker. And so you just start building it up from there. Going back and forth with the purple, dipping in a little bit with the black, and then Rama, the green. Just to find that sweet spot. And as you can see, those shades are blending together seamlessly. No patches or anything. So I'm really, really impressed with that. And I am bringing it forward a little bit because we are going to cut the crease again, so just worry about darkening the crease. I think that you found that sweet spot of darkness, which I think I have reached. Anything darker than that and it won't balance out with the other eye. So I'm going to take some more of the P. Louise base and I'm going to cut like a concave crease. So I'm cutting it in a circular, semicircle motion, just like that. And I'm going to keep the edge a little bit so that it gives it some sort of depth at the end. What I like to do is I'll bring that and then look up a little bit just so that I know how far up I want to cut it. So you should have something like this. Okay, not too high up. We still want to see the crease and all that good stuff. And now we're going to start packing the color on the lid. So I'm going to start with the inner and outer corner, and I'm going to use Carmen, which is a shimmer green shade. And then on the center, I'm going to use Ina, which is this color. And what you want to do is you want to get yourself a nice flat brush, and it's a really slow, systematic process, no rushing or anything. So I'll just use one side for Carmen, and I just start patting it. Again with the P. Louise base, you start with a patting motion, do not drag. And I just start building it in. And then on the other side, I'll take Inner. Inner does have a little bit of a fallout, like the tiniest bit. It's about the only shade I've used that has some sort of fallout, but it's so pigmented, so we forgive her. You guys see how gorgeous? She's just gorgeous, isn't she? And then I go back again with the other side, and I just make sure that they are blended seamlessly so that there's no problem. I'm going to go in with a little bit of Rama with the same Morphe M412 brush, and ever so lightly I'm just going to go into the crease just to make sure that it's blended, and so you should have something like this. Pop liner in my waterline, and I'm using the Urban Decay Post Punk. It's the 24 Glide On pencil. I absolutely love the color. It's like a mint fluorescent green color. I'm really gonna pack that into my waterline and my waterline only. And then I'm going to go underneath my waterline, and I'm going to add some more P. Louise base because I want to apply a couple more colors underneath. So I'm going to be a bit generous with the base because I really want those colors to pop. I'm just basically using what's left on my hand. Okay? And then I'm going to use a kind of like a dense shading brush, and this one is the Exact Blend brush from Sigma, and it's the E32 brush. And I'm going to dip into Winnie. Winnie is that blue shade, and I'm going to start from the outer corner and start applying that. And as you can see, there is no fallout with that color, and it's so pretty. It's like true blue, like aqua blue. It's a very beautiful color. I really love how all the colors kind of work well together. So pretty. And then I'm going to use another brush. It is the BH Cosmetics brush. It's kind of similar but slightly bigger. And I'm going to dip into Inner. And I'm going to put that in the middle. And just make sure that it blends in nicely with Winnie. And feel free to go back with a bit of Winnie if you think it's lost. Like that. Okay. And then with no product on my brush, I'm just going to take it and just blend underneath. Just to make sure that it's nicely blended together. Like so. And that's what you have. Now I'm going to go ahead with my winged liner, and I'm going to use the Inglot 77 gel liner. I absolutely love it because it gives you so much control, and I'm going to use the e.l.f. like angled eye brush to do my little baby wing. I'm not going to make it too intense because I really want the concentration to be on the eyeshadow. This is what it's looking like, so I'm going to go ahead and complete the rest of my face, and we'll carry on with the rest of the eyes. So I feel like there's something missing in the inner corner, so I'm going to attempt something. So take a photographic memory of what it looks like just in case if I mess it up. But I really want to go in with Victoria in my inner corner. I just think that it's a beautiful metallic shade and it will pop. I'm just hoping that I don't ruin the look. So I'm going to look for a really nice dense brush to do this. I'm just going to take a little bit and just pop it in the inner corner and hopefully concentrate it a little bit. What do you guys think? I know someone is screaming at the telly right now. No! Don't do that! But I just have to try. That's the beauty about makeup. You just have to try. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I think I'm gonna mix it with inner, just so that it doesn't look so awkward. Yeah. Oh my god! Look at that color it made. Beautiful. It made like a rose gold. Like a rose gold color. Okay. It's pretty. So I am going to apply my mascara, and I'm using the Wonder 2 Lash Extension Volumizing Mascara. I really love their mascaras, and I love this one because it's two-toned. You've got blue on one side and black on the other. Obviously I'm going to be going with black because we are going to pop on some false lashes, and we need our lash to blend today. Next I'm going to apply my doll lashes in Taylor, and I'm going to do that off camera because it just takes forever to do it on camera. Okay, lashes are dry, and I'm going to go ahead and apply my lipstick, and I'm going to try 2 lipstick options. So I'm going to start with the green one, which is Serpentina from Lime Crime. This has always been one of my favorite green lipsticks of all time. I take it back. I think this is the only lipstick I'm going to wear. I absolutely love this. Let's pop my earrings on, and then I will be back with my final thoughts. What do you guys think of the look? Now here are my final thoughts. The palette itself is going to retail for €26. And for €26 you get this amount of shades. Beautiful, as you guys can see in the video, very pigmented. They blend easily and they work well together. I love the packaging. I love the look and feel of the palette. I love the design. I love the unicorn. I just love how portable it is and how very light it is. As I said, it is cruelty free and it's recyclable. It will last you 12 months, which is a really good time for you. So if you're a makeup artist, this is super light for you to put in your kit. I highly recommend this palette. As you guys saw throughout the video, I had no problems even with the fallout. It was just one shade, and it's a metallic shade, and it's so beautiful, still true to shade. Absolutely stunning colors. I love how well they work together. I love how well they blended. I didn't have any patches or any problem with the formula or any problem in terms of pigment. It's super pigmented, very easy to work with. So yes, it's definitely a thumbs up in my book. For €26 you can't really go wrong. This palette will become available to purchase from the 20th of March. I'll leave the link to the website in the description box below, including the name of the palette and all that good stuff, just in case if you missed the entire demo, but I'll leave all the information in there. So yeah, you guys should definitely sound off below what you think about this palette and what you think about this look. I did do a purple version, not exact version of this, but I did do a purple post on my Instagram, and if it's already live I'll put it in the video, but if not it will be on my Instagram. So yeah, definitely do follow me on Instagram, guys. I do love showcasing lots of black owned brands, small indie brands, Desi brands. It really doesn't matter if you're a small brand. I love showcasing your products because I'm always blown away about the pigmentation, the design, the thought process, and everything just kind of feels genuine and has a story, and I really love it when a company has a story attached to a product. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the look. Leave me a comment if you did. Thumbs up this video. Please share it with your friends and frenemies. Subscribe if you haven't. It really does help my ministry a lot. And I guess I'll catch you guys in a future video. Now remember, God doesn't like ugly, so be nice to someone today, okay? Bye guys.